The most wonderful time of the year. Although, let's be honest, around the holidays, things really add up. But here's the good news. Only at Verizon, you can get a single line for $50 per month when you switch and bring your phone. So while ice skating for two is definitely costing more, here at Verizon, you can save. Gifts for your third cousins? Steep. A single line with Verizon? Not so steep. A real tree? Pricey. A single line with Verizon? Less pricey. Flights to see Mima and Pops? Those are up. A $50 per month single line? That's down. Even a trip to the Atlanta holiday market will cost you more. But with Verizon, you can switch and bring your phone for just $50 per month for a single line on unlimited welcome, with autopay plus taxes and fees. All this to say, during the holiday season, when everything is costing more, you can get more for less right now at a local Verizon store. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G, 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
Welcome to Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast.
I want to say,
it's my second-hand wonder.
Hey, it's JD here, back for another episode of the old Meeting Malcolmus podcast. Hope you're buckled in because this is the birthday edition. Yeah, man, it's my birthday. And what better way to celebrate than to listen to some great cover songs provided by you, the listeners of this podcast. I put out a call. I put up the bat signal, as it were. I don't know, a couple months ago now, maybe 3 months ago. And I had nibbles at the beginning. Nibbles. I was really unsure whether we were going to end up with a pod list. I won't lie to you. I'm going to keep it real is what I'm going to do right now. Are you ready for this fucking realness? Okay, here it is. I didn't know that we were going to have a pod list. Pod list trois, in fact. That's what I called it in advance. I named it in advance. Maybe that was jinxing it. I don't know. But surely enough, you all came through, and I ended up with 15 fucking stellar tracks here, covering the gamut. We've got a SM solo song, and then we've got rare B-sides. We've got popular B-sides. We've got cuts from Wowie. The whole catalog is represented here, basically. It's fucking great. And then what I did is I handed it off to my buddy Greg, who is a master sequencer. And I asked him to sequence the songs. Now, I asked him to sequence the Pavement versions of the songs. I didn't give him these versions. So, you know, if it doesn't sound 100% sequenced, then that's why. I'm going to blame it on Greg. At any rate, what do you say we roll into this? This is going to be some fun. We've got the podcast bookended. I'm going to have to think of a better way to do song selection for next year, because try as I might, I still ended up with a repeat. So we're going to end up with bookends. We started the podcast. We'll start the pod list with a song, and we'll finish it with a song. Different versions by different people, but nevertheless, the same song. And that song is Here. And we're going to get right into it with Bewls and Fattyma doing Here on Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast.
I was dressed for success, but success it never comes. And I'm the only one who laughs at your jokes when they are so bad, and your jokes are always bad, but they're not as bad as join us in a prayer. We'll be waiting where everything's ending here. jokes when they are so bad, and the jokes are always bad, but they're not as bad as this. Come join us in a prayer. We'll be waiting where everything's ending here, and all the Spanish candles unsold have gone away to this. And a run of piece of mountain tremble shivers runs down the freeway. I guess she spent her last quarter randomly. I guess is the best I'll do. Yeah.
The parts, and when your heart's your heart, and when enough's enough, do the fakers drop out? Promise me you will always be too awake to be famous, too wide to be saved, but all you really wanted was everything and everything but the truth. I only poured you half a line. Carry on, it's a marathon. Take me off the list, I don't want to be missed. Carry on, it's what we all become. From small minds and tall trees, away from the action, but all you ever wanted was everything, but everything, and the truth. I only poured you half a lie, half a lie. I only poured you half a lie.
right. That was Church on White, submitted by Steven. And that's all I got. Steven does Church on White. Great guitar work there. Really enjoyed that song. One of my favorite SM solo songs. And apparently, you know, from a consensus point of view, it won the tournament that we did earlier this March over all the other SM solo songs. So that was interesting. So Church on White. And before that, we heard Here by Bewls and Fattyma. We're going to keep on rolling here. And, you know, I got to tell you, this next fella, I met him in Porto, and we ended up going to Sintra together in just outside of Lisbon, and spent the afternoon with each other. And I had a great time with this gentleman. This is Rohit Ganapathy, and this is his version of Trigger Cut, Wounded Kite at 17 seconds, followed by Saint Alia of the Knife with Westie Can Drum. So you're about to hear 2 tracks. They are great, and I hope you enjoy them. We'll start with Rohit and Trigger Cut on Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast.
Lies and betrayal, food covered nails, electricity and lust won't break the door. Got a heavy coat, it's filled with rocks and sand, and if I learn how, I'll be coming back today. I'll be coming back today, and you can look at me and say, and all the wind that went away today. Oh, ex-magician, still knows the tricks. Tricks are everything to me until it's free. I've got a heavy coat, it's filled with rocks and sand. If I know how, I'll be coming back
profile is a silver circle brings to mind the portraits on the coinage in the Lincoln spear. Then why's he got a horse's body? Craftsman, a cruiser, you'll love her, you'll lose her. I think that we are losing our way. But Westie, he can draw. He cannot drown.
Capistrano, swallow answers to your inner voice, and please return. God installed that radar in your pointy little beak so you'd return. Epileptic surgeons with their eyes X'd out attend to the torn up kid. Salivate and reckon with all the sick things that you did. The secondary stumbles 'cause the cadence of the count has led them astray. Pray their intuition leads them crashing into bodies in a perfect way. But I saw you reeling in a parking lot. I saw you rally around a parking lot, line up for the comfort, kick it on the bumper. No, there is no leeway. You're standing on the freeway in love. like virgins with an itch they cannot scratch. Never build a building till you're 50. What kind of life is that? Stalled out on an escalator, wishing way to return up or down. My Palestinian nephew got his face blown up in a dusty brow.
That was Slanted Corners with a terrific version of the Hex, and before that we got an interpretation of Westie Can Drum by Saint Alia of the Knife. I fucking loved that cut. That was great. And then before that, we heard from Rohit Ganapathy with Trigger Cut Wounded Kite at 17 seconds. That was, what a great fucking set that was. That was just tremendous. And we're going to keep this wagon wheel rolling right now as we roll into Texas Never Whispers, delivered to us by Robin Graves, right here on Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast.
Here we go. She's on a hidden tableau with the 2-for-1, and the 2-for-1 is right down my side. I'm just wasted. Don't you know it's an easy thing when it's lost? Does it show when the end's afraid and it's tossed out?
to find your way out. Better learn how to run. Better walk away and leave the angles full of shells. I've been thinking for days about the means and the ways I can hate all I touch. I know you're my lady, but I could trickle, I could flood a voice coach. Taught me to sing but couldn't teach me to love. All of the above. Easy talking, border blocking, transport is arranged. Praise the grammar police, set me up with your niece. Walk to Baltimore and keep the language off the streets. I'm of several minds, I am the worst of my kind. I wanna cremate the crush. I know you're my lady, but all calls could corrupt the morning heat. The surgeons warning pillars of aid. Fiery sword, I've bent my spleen at the Lord. He is abstract and bored, too much milk and honey. Well, I walked to the wilderness with nothing but a compass and a canteen, setting the scene. Easy talking, border blocking, transport is arranged.
Just let it breathe, JD. Don't step on it. Don't step on it. I was just about to fucking step on it, but I let it breathe. You see? That's how you do this. That's how you do this. It's all about letting the tracks breathe and, hearing that final sound before you get the empty sound, the empty sound is no good at all. But wasn't that lovely? That was Casey Lyons with Transport is Arranged. Before that, we heard from Robin Graves with Texas Never Whispers, a fantastic version of that track as well. Now, Casey and I go way back. My very first podcast was called The Do-Over, and Do was spelled like my last name, D-E-W. So the premise of this show was that we would talk about the Academy Awards, the best picture, and we would look back in time at what the best picture was, and then we would analyze and debate and discuss and all sorts of good adjectives to determine whether or not the film that was nominated for best picture and won stood up. If it did not, then we could look at the other nominees and pick one of those, or we could pick a completely random new best picture and have the Academy Awards do it over. You see? Very clever. Now that podcast made it to fucking number 1. I'm thinking of re-releasing it, except for the audio sounds so shitty. I don't know how it ever hit number 1 on YouTube, iTunes, with the audio sounding so crappy, but this was the nascent days of podcasting. This was 2013, so way back, and Casey was one of my first guests. We also did a project during the first year of COVID, 2020. We did a Star Wars podcast, and Casey completely wrote the score, and it's gorgeous. It's just fantastic. So there's that. But for now, let's get back to the music. Let's flip this cassette over and start another set. In this set, you're going to hear Silence Kid, Harness Your Hopes, and we'll kick things off here with Michael from Valley Street and his cover of Debris Slide that he sent me in. Can't wait to hear it, Michael. Let's go. This is Michael from Valley Street with Debris Slide on Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast. Can I hit the post? Let's see if I do.
The most wonderful time of the year. Although, let's be honest, around the holidays, things really add up. But here's the good news. Only at Verizon, you can get a single line for $50 per month when you switch and bring your phone. So, while ice skating for two is definitely costing more, here at Verizon, you can save. Gifts for your third cousins? Steep. A single line with Verizon? Not so steep. A real tree? Pricey. A single line with Verizon? Less pricey. Flights to see Mima and Pops? Those are up. A $50 per month single line? That's down. Even a trip to the Atlanta holiday market will cost you more. But with Verizon, you can switch and bring your phone for just $50 per month for a single line on unlimited welcome, with autopay plus taxes and fees. All this to say, during the holiday season, when everything is costing more, you can get more for less right now at a local Verizon store. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G, 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
Maybe she is. Maybe she's not. Maybe we's had cough. We's had cough. Debris slide. Debris slide. Debris slide. Debris slide. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. Maybe eyes in the socket. Eyes in the socket. So I'm gonna suck it. Debris slide. Debris slide. Debris slide. Debris slide.
Harness your hopes on this one person, cause you know a harness is only meant for one. Don't telegraph the masses or wind up with molasses. Powderizing syrup and syrup's not molasses. So I'm checking out the assets that attract us to everything that moves. Working inside those grooves, and that's I'm gonna cash out. There's never gonna stash out the records that's a tune. Oh, show me a word that rhymes with pavement, so I won't kill your parents and roast them on a spit. And don't you try to etch it or permanently sketch it, or you're gonna catch a bad cold. And a white house, moving to a lighthouse. I'm on a scenic way. It goes up all the way, away from the beginning. The shroud is made of linen, the ending for your praise. We got kid has a hers. As the buried is the perch, as my mind's wide open truly. A leisure suit is nothing, it's nothing to be proud of in this late century. And I'm asking you to hold me just like a warning paper pinched between your pointer, your index, and your thumb. It's a semi-automatic, believers are ecstatic. They see the way you cling, that old metallic string. And I'm living in a coma with Donna De Verona, the haunting maid of hope, the yearnings on the road. None is to church as a parrot is to perch, as my mind's wide open, truly.
What a way to kick off side 2. That was Junkyard Todd with a ripping version of Silent Kid. You know, reminiscent of the E Street Band or even the Stones. I could just picture them playing that the way that you interpreted that. Fucking dynamite. Before that, we heard from Pregnant Teenage Hospital with a kick-in version of Harness Your Hopes, and we kicked off the whole set with Michael from Marble Valley bringing us Debris Slide. So there's that. Went camping this weekend for my birthday, and that was interesting. Went back to near where I grew up, to a place called Long Point Provincial Park. It's recognized by the United Nations as a biosphere. So it's very hoity-toity. but there's a great campground and a pretty darn good beach. And we were footsteps away from the beach, although JD here did not dip a toe in the water because it just didn't get hot enough for me. You know, I need it to be hot. And it didn't get quite hot enough for this guy. I like the heat, but I know several of you right now are going through it in Europe and the United Kingdom. And I certainly hope that you're all doing well, staying hydrated. You know, maybe reserve a little bit of that hand washing water and just gorge yourself with it. You know, wash your hands and then cup them under the tap and just drink away. You know, just stay fucking hydrated. I know I did this weekend. I've basically taken the month and maybe a bit more. I think I'm finally reeling it in on the beer thing. But then for camping, I decided to open the floodgates and say, yeah, I could drink when I'm camping. And boy, I haven't consumed that much since June. It was a hell of a weekend from what I remember. But I bought a light IPA. It was called Beverly Hills Hops, and boy, it was nothing like the film, but delicious nevertheless, but light. So I didn't have to worry about my waistline, which is great. That's what I got for you here about camping. What do you say we roll right back into the music, and we're going to kick it off with friends of the podcast, Marchica, and their take on We Dance. So what do you say we get wowie zowied and roll into We Dance by Marchica on Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast.
Concentration here.
'cause I know the things you do with me. Yeah, but I don't need an email to tell me that I work for you and someone else's hide. Rusty fishing boats, alligator-filled moats, da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't need you to have a lot of phony friends. I don't need you to have a lot of phony friends. Babe, against the wind, my love gets down. The more I know you, but I don't need a lie to tell me you got it from Susan at work. So get me home again, and I know I won't be back soon. I don't need you to have a lot of phony friends. I don't need you to have a lot of phony friends. I don't need you to have a lot of phony friends. I don't need you to have a lot of phony friends. I don't need you to have a lot of phony friends. I don't need you to have a lot of phony friends.
What a banging take on Nigel, huh? You might want to refresh your memory if you're not as familiar with it, like I wasn't. I had to go back and listen to the original and, get my head wrapped around it. But I love that take. That's a strong computer with Nigel. Before that, we heard from Mark Hex with an interesting version of Two States, a reinterpretation, I suppose. Rather than North and South California, this is Scotland and Britain. So fascinating take on that. You might want to go back and listen to it again now that you're, more aware of what it's all about. And then before that, we heard from Marchica with We Dance. Had the chance to hang out with Pete from Marchica, 1/3 of the band in Malaga. Had a great time, and just another great effort from that band. So there's that. We're going to go into the home stretch now, and we're going to hear from a band called and their take on Stop Breathin'. And then we're going to wrap it all up with another version of Here. But for now, this is with Stop Breathin' on Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast.
Got struck by the first volley of the war in the courts. Never held myself. Sent him a wire, give him my best. This ammunition never rests. No one serves coffee, no one wakes up. Stop breathing, breathing for me now. Write it on a postcard. Dad, they broke me. Dad, they broke me. Stop breathing, breathing for me now. Write it on a postcard. Dad, they broke me. Dad, they broke me. I can see the lines, open shutters, and the leaves flocked on a grid. That's what they made Nothing gets me off so completely. But when you put it down 10 feet down in the ground, call it response, negative home. Stop breathing, stop breathing, breathing for me now. Write it on a postcard. Dad, they broke me. Dad, they broke me. Stop breathing. Stop breathing. Breathing for me now. Write it on a postcard. Dad, they broke me.
out there once again. slaves, crotch mavens, one-night stands. Oh, they're the only ones who laugh at your jokes when they are so bad. Your jokes are always bad, but they're not as bad as theirs. So join us in the land. Wait everything's ending. Dawn, the Spanish candles are so where you're gone to live. And peace and love and trouble shepherds runs down the freeway. Smoke the last for the winter. To the outlet once again. This is the best outlet.
What a way to wrap things up, huh? That was Energy Tigers with Here. And I got to hang out with Chris and his sister in Porto. Fantastic effort there, folks. I loved it. Just a great way to bookend this whole pod list. Pod list trois, as it were. I wish I could roll my R's the way my daughter can. My gosh, she can speak French in a cool way. Before that, we heard from with Stop Breathin', another fantastic version. In fact, that's 15 really stellar tracks on this record, and I'm so glad that you got a chance to listen to this. I'm so glad that you enjoyed yourself and made your way to the podcast to hear this pod list. We're going to do this again for sure. Don't know when, but it's gonna happen. I'm busy in pre-pro on an upcoming project. I won't tell you anything about it, but just keep your eyes on Twitter. That's all I'll say. So with that, I bid you adieu as I turn the clock from 47 to 48, and I become a 48-year-old. I move from the mid-40s to the late 40s, which is a challenge, although I'm in the earliest cohort of the late 40s. So I would probably just tell people I'm 48 rather than say I'm in my late 40s, where they might assume I'm, 49. So there's that. That's what I got for you on this episode. As always, stay cool, motherfuckers, and be well. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're happy. And I hope you wash your goddamn hands. Talk to you next time. Meeting Malcolmus is a weekly affair and is a production of Duver Podcasts and such. Rate, review, share, and sponsor at meetingmalcolmus.com. Connect with JD at jd@meetingmalcolmus.com. And hey, I'm social. Follow me everywhere at Meeting Malcolmus.
Duvra podcasts and such.
The most wonderful time of the year. Although, let's be honest, around the holidays, things really add up. But here's the good news. Only at Verizon, you can get a single line for $50 per month when you switch and bring your phone. So while ice skating for two is definitely costing more, here at Verizon, you can save. Gifts for your third cousins? Steep. A single line with Verizon? Not so steep. A real tree? Pricey. A single line with Verizon? Less pricey. Flights to see Mima and Pops? Those are up. A $50 per month single line? That's down. Even a trip to the Atlanta holiday market will cost you more. But with Verizon, you can switch and bring your phone for just $50 per month for a single line on unlimited welcome, with autopay plus taxes and fees. All this to say, during the holiday season, when everything is costing more, you can get more for less right now at a local Verizon store. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G, 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.